Are you still hunting for your first job and want your resume to stand out? Then this video is for you. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. I am back again with another interesting video. In today's video, we are going to talk about resume. How to write down a standout resume. What are the different types of resume? Do you know which type suits you the best? Then this video is for you. In the end, I will be sharing my own resume on MS Word and I will make you understand what mistakes not to do to make a standout resume. So friends, make sure you watch this video till the end to get the best from this video. So without wasting any time, let's just jump into the topic. We usually think how to write a good resume. So friends, you don't have to think like that. Before even start making a resume, you need to understand that what type of resume suits you the best. Just think for a minute. Do you have needed experience to follow the resume structure? If you don't have any experience, don't get discouraged because your skills and capabilities can also make you an outstanding candidate. The key is just to think for a minute, analyze yourself and find the right format before you are going to make a resume. Usually, resume format contains contact information, professional summary, third part is education, fourth is work experience, fifth is skills, and then merits and award. Moving on comes types of resume. So we have three different types of resume. Alright, so the very first type of resume is chronological resume. This type of resume is good for those who have lots of years of experience, who have many years of experience without any gaps. The main advantage of this resume is you can list your work history starting with your current job. This resume is very easy to read. This is good for those who have many years of experience without any gaps, as you can also see in the picture. The disadvantage is that it is very easy to catch your gaps. The skills are very difficult to spot in this kind of resume. The second type of resume is functional or skill-based resume. This type of resume can be easily read by a recruiter, and this mainly highlights your strengths and accomplishments. There is no need to write down specific dates and time frame. As you can see in the picture, it only highlights the strength and accomplishment of a candidate. The disadvantage of this type of resume is there is no detailed work history. So this makes recruiter thinks that you are lacking the needed experience for their organization. So moving on, we have third type of resume, which is combination style of resume, which is combination of fusion of both chronological resume and skill-based resume. This is one of the best style of resume, and personally this is my favorite type of resume too. So these were all regarding the types of resume. So let's go to MS Word with the combination style resume. So I am going to share my own resume with you to make you understand how to write a resume and what not to do in a resume making, and what are do's and don'ts, and what are the tips to write down the best standout resume. Alright, so this is my resume in Microsoft Word. I just want to clarify, this is not a sponsored video. I just created it for your understanding. Very first highlighted section is called contact information section. It should have your first name, your last name, your phone number, and make sure it is a reachable phone number. It should be a working phone number, your email address, and your current home address. Optional is you can also include your professional title. For example, if you are a nurse, you can say registered nurse or licensed practical nurse. If you are a doctor, you can say doctor. And you can also mention about your LinkedIn URL if you have. Don't include your date of birth or your unprofessional email address in this section. So as you can see here, NAVPREET is my first name, Kaur is my last name. This is my current home address, and then here is the mobile number, and this is the working email ID, and this is the professional email ID. How you can say it? Because it does include my last name and my first name. Moving on, the second highlighted part is professional highlights. It is also called as professional summary, professional objectives. So you need to make sure you include 2-3 sentences or even more regarding the summary of your career. In professional highlights, you can mention regarding your job, your current registration registration if you have any. You can also talk about the years of experience, for example 2 years of customer service representative in retail industry. As you can see, I have mentioned that I am a certified registered nurse with the Ontario College of Nurses with more than 2 years of nursing experience in a geriatric long-term care home. So I have also included my skills. So you can also mention your core responsibilities. For example, excellent client care and works well with the physical challenge and memory impaired resident. And if you're applying for customer service representative, you can say 2+ years of experience in retail industry specialized in dealing with customers, product sales and customer care. You can also mention your desired goal in the end if you want. You can also write down that you are flexible for availability and you are available for days, afternoon and nights. You can try to mention 2-3 skills like I have mentioned: punctual and reliable and able to cope with physical demands for the position. And you can say that you have excellent interpersonal communication skills as well. So this section should highlight your career goals as well if you want, but make sure you include your current title that you are applying to. It should also include your current registration, any skills and competencies that you have, and you can also talk about your communication skills if you want, and the flexibility and availability regarding the work. Third highlighted part is licenses and certifications. So if you are certified with any organization, you can mention about that. If you have any license to work in any country, then you can mention about that. I have included that I am certified registered nurse with CNO. I have BLS and first aid certifications and phlebotomy certifications. So in this section, if you have any certifications and you have current registered license with any organization, make sure don't forget about mentioning in this section. Fourth highlighted section of a resume format is experience. As this is a combination resume, so I have included experience. So you need to start with your most recent job experience. You can include the dates employed, your job title and the position you were holding, company's name, location where it was. You can also include description of the company if you want. Depending on your field, you can list your achievements or job responsibilities. So as you can see, I have highlighted this and I have mentioned the most recent experience, and then going forward the very least August 2017 to July 20th on the second number. So this is how you gonna organize your resume as well. Moving on, the fifth highlighted part in a resume format is education. So it should include dates you were studying, what course and title of course should be included, and you can also include where the college was, what college you studied, and you can also include the address of the college. You can also write down courses of interest, means what courses you studied. So you can see I have said I have studied continued care assistant from this to this year, and this is my most recent study I have included. And then I have said I have done post graduation in palliative care at Niagara College, Ontario. Then courses of interest means what courses I took, communication, understanding of death, interprofessional education, palliative care ethics and simulation. Moving on, I have also mentioned regarding my Bachelor of Science in Nursing, which was in India. I have also write down my courses of interest, the courses I took while taking my nursing in India. Proceeding further, the sixth section is skills. So you can mention all the skills that you have and you think makes you a good candidate for this job that you are going to apply for. You can also pick up these skills from the job posting by an employer. So you need to think smart. I have mentioned I have strong leadership skills, communication skills, that I'm a good team player, excellent interpersonal skills, critical thinking and problem solver, time management, ethics and confidentiality, ability to teach. So all the skills that I possess and I think the matches with the job description, only those skills I am going to mention in this section. So if you're applying for customer service representative, you can include skills like communication skills, your mathematics skills, that you are good in calculations, time management, that you're a good team player, and also soft spoken person. So these are all kind of skills that you can enlist. You can always modify them as per your job and as per your job responsibility. The seventh highlighted section of a resume format format is awards and merit. You can see this is highlighted, so you can mention any awards and merits you received while working at your previous job, any awards or any merits that you achieved while studying. So as I am a nurse, so I have mentioned I have hand hygiene and PPE certification, worker awareness certification, infection prevention certification, certificate in facilitating effective eating in dysphagia, GPA part, and TLR certification. So if you are applying for customer service representative or cashier position, you can say I have received best employee of the month award, so you can mention about that. If you are applying in a food industry and you have food safety certificate or hand hygiene certificate, you can talk about them here as well. You need to modify this section as per your need. Moving on, the last part in a resume is including references. So you don't need to give references until asked by an interviewer. You can write down references available upon request. So this line automatically makes them aware that you are able to provide references if you are a successful candidate. Just make sure don't write down any references or until asked by an. So tip, if you are a job hunter with no experience, then you don't need to stress out because you can write about your educational experience and skills you gain while studying. You can also write down the volunteer experience that you gain while studying. What other sections you can also include? You can also talk about your hobbies, your languages, any volunteer experience, any extracurricular activities you have done while studying or while working. So resume layout. If we talk about resume layout, it should not be more than 2 pages. So make sure you write your resume concise and clear, nice and short. Next, moving on, second layout tip is section heading. As you can see in this resume as well, you can read out professional highlights, license and certifications, experience. Everything is highlighted and well organized and clear. And make sure your resume have enough white space around the margin. You always need to make sure where you are writing and there should be enough white space around the resume. So moving on, then we have easy to read font. We usually write down in Times New Roman and this is the best font. So make sure you select Times New Roman and it should be size 11 or 12. So last but not the least, you need to save the resume as PDF. You need to make sure that you are saving your resume as PDF in the end because MS Word has a good chance of messing up your resume formatting. So friends, that was all regarding today's video. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to leave me a comment that what kind of videos would you like to watch in future, and also don't forget to press the bell icon and hit the subscribe button. Thank you and have a good day.